Okay, it's the first day of classes here at the Butler School of Music. The building has gone from 0 to 100 in a hurry, and suddenly it is very busy around here. The practice rooms are very full, and actually I think some of my students are eagerly awaiting the audition cuts for large ensemble auditions, which are happening in about an hour. So it's going to be a great end to the day hearing them play all of their audition material. By far one of my favorite things about the first week back. The reason I wanted to share something today is to talk about a book that changed my life. But I didn't even know that it changed my life until pretty recently, actually. You might know that I studied with Eugene Rousseau in my undergraduate at the University of Minnesota, and then later on I studied for a master's degree at the Indiana University Jacobs School of Music, where I studied with Otis Murphy, and I was also one of the associate instructors of saxophone, which is like the saxophone TA. But in addition to being an associate instructor, I also had a scholarship. And that scholarship really made the difference between me being able to attend. It was super important for me. And what I learned recently is that scholarship had an interesting connection to Eugene Rousseau. So the book I'm referencing is Eugene Rousseau's biography on Marcel Mule. This book was written in the early 80s, but had gone out of print by the time I was a student of Eugene Rousseau. I knew it existed, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I searched for years to find a used one that was also in English, because it was in English and in French. So I finally found this one on Amazon in like 2012, I think. And this book holds a couple interesting discoveries. The first is that upon opening it, I discovered that it is signed by Marcel Mule. And then I later had it signed by Eugene Rousseau. The second interesting thing is what it says about the proceeds from the sales of this book. In keeping with the wishes of Marcel Mule and Eugene Rousseau, all royalties normally accruing to the author from the sale of this book will be sent directly to the Indiana University Foundation for deposit into the Marcel Mule Scholarship Fund. This fund has been established to provide scholarship for deserving students of the saxophone at Indiana University. That was the scholarship I received to help me earn my master's. So I thought that was a really interesting connection. I had studied with Eugene Rousseau prior at the University of Minnesota and gone to Indiana, where I received this scholarship that he set up in 1982, before I was even born, and all those years later it's still benefiting saxophone students who are studying there. I just thought that was really neat. If this book is interesting to you, and I hope it would be, it's available through NASA, so please do check it out. I'll put a link below as to where you can find that. I think that's it for me for now. I have to decide on these cuts for ensemble auditions and then go hear some saxophonists do their thing.